guys, welcome to another episode of King of Puro, episode 16, the Grand Prix final event. So we'll go ahead and take a look at our mail. And we get a mail that someone was hired by Exodus 2010. Check, make sure it is tonight. Yep, the event is tonight. We can go ahead and advance to the event, and we'll start booking this event. We'll take the auto-booked venue is fine. We'll make sure we use our broadcaster here. We'll probably want to take a look at our absent workers. It's Big Bruiser Finley. He's out because he broke his wrist. And we'll take a look at the backstage incidents for Osara and Kubo. Hopefully it's just him passing on psychology. It is. It's always good to see that. Making Kubo a little bit better, hopefully. We do need to meddle, get some of these relationships hopefully repaired a little bit. We'll take Sujura Sin, and we will probably take Blasticoma. No effect this time. That's okay. We'll keep trying. We'll go ahead and book out this card now. We'll start here with a one-on-one match between Furusawa and Funakoshi. This will be our final for the Grand Prix tournament, so we'll have to make sure we add that to our match here. Go ahead and Furusawa is going to pick up this victory. He has never won this. I think it'd be a good win for him to be in the history books as having won this. So we'll call it in the ring, give it a slow build, give it a decisive finish. I don't want to make it cheap, but we're going to have at ringside Suki. We'll have Storm Spillane. We're basically going to have all the members of Suki Gun here at ringside just to cause a little bit of distraction. They're not actually going to get involved in the match, but they're going to cause that little bit of distraction for Funakoshi. And maybe that gives Furusawa just enough edge to overcome Funakoshi this time. Go ahead and book that segment. Yeah, I know that I don't want the title in the match. So now we'll go ahead and book another match here. We'll take a look here at just our major stars, and we'll want to use Unuku Kantori, and we'll put him up against Reizan Okamoto. Give it 25 minutes. We'll let Reizan Okamoto pick up the victory. We will keep Tori strong to limit his popularity loss. Colin Ring, slow build, and decisive win. Go ahead and book that. So we got our semi-main event. Go ahead and get rid of what the unknown in the stars, well-known in stars and recognizable. So we're going to have Suki take on Blasticoma. Just some, potential stories coming out of, the Grand Prix event here with some of the individuals here. We'll go ahead and put Suki here as the winner. We'll put this one as a steal the show match. Call it in the ring and give a decisive win. Keep Blasticoma strong. And there's the third match of the card. This match, what do we want to accomplish with this match? We could showcase more guys from the Grand Prix tournament. If we want guys like Tashisai and Matsushita, they had a, potential storyline in the event. Tasha Sai kind of having a better performance in the Grand Prix than Matsushita did. Okay, well, at a match, we will have Miura and Yoshizawa take on the American Cobras. And auto name this. Set up our gonna have at ringside. We're gonna have Suki at ringside because he's supporting his fellow stablemates. And with Suki there, Storm Spillane is going to get the victory and win the tag team champions. Ships, we're going to let them win the championships here over Yoshizawa. We're going to call it in the ring. We're going to give it a decisive finish, not a tainted finish. Definitely put the World Tag Teams on the line. We'll book this. We're probably going to get a penalty, but that's okay. We're going to continue because I want to finish out this storyline of the American Cobras getting to win the tag team titles. Okay, with this match, a 1v1 is an option we could do. We could do more Grand Prix tournament participants, facing each other. We have Taku and we have Giant Brody and Narahashi still. So we'll go Taku and Brody here. And I think we're going to give Taku, obviously, the win. Decisive win here. And book this. I think we don't have a technical masterclass yet. Okay. Next match we're going to set up is, I think, a challenger series. Make sure there's no stars. Could have Narahashi face him. Could have Matsuzara go after the title. You could have Logan Wolfsbane go after the title. And this kind of be his ascension to the main card here as we make sure the referee, I did notice the note. We're going to have Wolfsbane pick up the victory. He's going to ascend into the main card by, taking the belt off of Goto. Goto's held it a pretty long time, so, I think Wolfsbane, I want to see how the crowd reacts with Wolfsbane, winning this title, moving him into the main card, because he's been performing really well. He's been performing just as well as some of these guys that are on the main card. So do a 1v1v1, so a triple threat match between Kikuchi. I think we'll put in Suchi, and for our last one, we'll probably want to use someone like Sonomura or Okimasa. Sonomura is fine. So this is going to be our triple threat technical masterclass. We'll keep Kikuchi and Sonomura strong since we're giving the victory to Suchi. Yeah, I think we'll keep both those guys strong. We don't want them to lose any kind of popularity from this. We'll make it an open match, decisive win. I do need to make it a technical masterclass, so we'll definitely get that on in the pre-show right now. And I started it. Okay. So we see that Suchi and them got us to 56. Wasn't ready to start the show, but accidentally started it. Wanted to, potentially, obviously add some more pre-show matches in. We'll fix the referee here. And I'll go and book a few more pre-show matches to take place. As you can see, though, the 54 or 56 rating, that was a pretty good rating between the three guys there. So go ahead and book our, some pre-show matches here between some of the young lions. Make sure we get any kind of, veterans that we want to use here, like people like Kamasaka and Kiyotaka. And could throw Sen, we could throw Toshinobu Taku in. Let's go with Taku. And these will be against the three recent graduated young lions of Yamamoto, Matoki, and Tsuromi. We'll put that on the pre-show, and we'll drop the link down. Get some notes here. Obviously, none of the young lions are going to win, but we're going to Kiyotaka the victory. We'll make it an open match and a decisive win. Go ahead and book this match. It'll obviously go on next after we get the rest of these matches in here. When I hit the start the show, I was meaning to look at the booking analysis, so that did not end up being good for us. So 4v4, let's take a look at unimportant guys here. Guys we may want to get a victory on this tour. As like a Sono and Doi and Moto, Diaz against Kasaka, Osaka. Let's put Mitsukuri in for Doi. And Kinoshita in. We want Kinoshita in. Let's put Doi with the other Young Lion team and Ogata. Nice 8-man, tag match here on the pre-show. Let's give James Diaz the victory. Making an open match, decisive win. And we'll go ahead and book that. So we got 2 young lions. I think we'll go ahead and add an angle. On the post show, we'll let Mabuchi Furusawa close out the show here with a celebration. We'll keep him in entertainment. We'll script him. Give him 6 minutes here. And we'll just put Mabuchi Furusawa celebrates his Grand Prix win. Yeah. Book that segment, give him a chance to close out the show. And 4,709 people flock into the Osaka Athletic Stadium as we open up with the pre-show match. Again, we had the 56, but with this pre-show match, we had a 38 between Isono, Mitsukuri, Emoto, Diaz versus Kasaka, Hosaka, Doi, and Ogata. Diaz with a 43, Emoto with a 40, Mitsukuri with a 42, Isono with a 35, Ogata 24, Doi 32, Hosaka 23, and Kasaka 32. Not a bad pre-show match. We had some pretty good 40s there from Diaz, Emoto, and Mitsukuri. Pretty happy with that. Isono's, always in the mid-30s. Wasn't a bad match for us. I'm pretty happy with that. We'll kick into the next pre-show match with Toshinobu Taku, Kamasaka, and Kiyotaka taking on Young Lions, Yamamoto, Matoki, and Tsuromi. Gets us to 36. Toshinobu Taku had a 34. Kiyotaka 55, Kamasaka 54, Tsuromi 14, Matoki 13, Yamato 20. We do have an injury with Toshinobu Taku sustaining a dislocated shoulder. So that kind of hurt the match. But overall, wasn't a horrible match. I think the young lions are performing, pretty decently. And we'll move into our show here with Naozane Goto taking on Logan Wolfsbane. Gets us a 60 rating. Excellent rating. Wolfsbane gets the pinfall after a belly-to-belly suplex and wins the BCG Challenger Series. He had us a performance of 56, according to the road agent. Goto had a 47. Got us off to a great start. The crowd got hotter. The announcing was great. I think it was awesome. Logan Wolfsbane, I'm looking forward to his, potential reign as champion, seeing how the crowd reacts to him and seeing, how far can he actually potentially go in black canvas grappling. This will lead us into our next match with Yoshinaka Taku taking on Giant Brody. It gets us a 64. After Taku defeats Giant Brody with the full Nelson bomb, Taku with an in-ring performance of 64, Giant Brody with a 53. Match got the crowd hotter, according to the road agent. Road agent thought their performances were pretty good. I'll take 64 and a 53 from these guys, pretty much all the time. So really happy with this segment. And we'll move into our tag team match. Miura and Yoshizawa, the tag team champions, taking on the American Cobras. And the American Cobras win the BCG World Tag Team titles after Storm Spillane submitted Yoshizawa with a kneeling Boston Crab. Gets us a 65. Miura, 61. Yoshizawa, 60. Spillane, 61. And Malloy, 59. All great scores from these guys. Road Agent, gives us the tag team specialist bonus. Both teams earn that. And we don't, take too huge of a penalty from using this multiple times, I think. But the American Cobras, with Suki at ringside, celebrate their victory as tag team champions. That moves us into Chanyu Tashusai taking on Rokumon Matsushita. This gets us a 67 as Tashusai defeats Matsushita by pinfall. Tashusai does get a 63. Matsushita is performing at a 58 in this match. Road Agent thought they both performed pretty well for us and gave us an overall 67. Really happy with that rating. Really happy with these two guys. Maybe there'll be future storylines with these two guys in the next tour. Who knows? That does take us into Suki and Blastakoma, which gets us a 72. About that superb wrestling, Suki defeats Blastakoma by submission with the Suki Special 3. Suki was rated as an in-ring performance of 76. Blastakoma with a 55. And it does say that the match apparently was a little too short for it being an important match in the eyes of the audience, but 72, can imagine if we made it longer what it would have possibly been then, but really happy with the 72 with these two guys. In our next match, we have Bunraku Tori taking on Reizan Okamoto. This gets us an 80. So superb wrestling, great heat. Okamoto defeats Tori by pinfall after a brainbuster suplex. So Bunraku Tori had an 88 in-ring performance, and Okamoto had a 78. And they have great chemistry, and it shows in their performances. That's excellent. Could potentially work out for us in future tours, having these guys have a feud together for a while. I'm really happy with this. An 80, just hope it really doesn't overshine our main event. And in our main event, Buchi Furusawa takes on Funakoshi in the final of the Yoshifusa Maeda Grand Prix Tour. And this gets us an 82 rating, according to the road agent, as Funakoshi goes down to submission with the Furusawa armbar. Furusawa had an in-ring performance of 84, Funakoshi 87. Excellent ratings and job by these two guys. We do get the match notes that we do have some weak announcing and commentary, but that's okay. And we close out the show here with Furusawa getting a 66 as he celebrates his Grand Prix win, gets his go-home show or go-home moment, and we get a 77 overall rating for this. Excellent rating. Really happy. Raised our pop in 8 regions. Let's go ahead and make the speech here. Definitely want to hit Furusawa. Definitely want to hit Funakoshi and Reizan and Suki. Suki. Those 3 guys I think would be great. They're going to be told they're awesome. There's so many guys we could have made this speech to, so he's happy, very happy with the speech, and Suki seemed pleased. So we'll end this event, end the Grand Prix tour here with an excellent event that raised our popularity in all regions. Really happy with that. Go ahead and check the mail. Just a couple of hirings and a viewing figure for our Grand Prix. So 27,493 people watched it. And we also get the news that Taku is injured. And we have a production change note. Okay, guys, that will do it for the Yoshifusa Maeda Grand Prix Tour. We're going to head into the Champions Tour next episode. As always, I'm Last Son. If you guys like this video, please give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. It really does help. And hit the notifications to let you know when I post a new video. I'll see you guys in the Champions Tour.